Well, hello people. Welcome to the stream. Just give me a second here to make sure OBS is happy. Turn the game volume down a little bit as well. Hope everyone's having a wonderful Thursday. Sorry, just typing here. I'm distracted. Enjoy the sunset over San Coco. Wonderful. Right. Welcome in, Lammy, DJ, Paul, Tom. Welcome into the stream, guys. How are you all? It's been the first stream for a little while. And we'll just have a little hangout here, have a little chat, wait for some people to arrive. And excuse me if I, at some point, become somewhat emotional today. I imagine I'm going to have a lot of chat about Coco in the chat, so if I do get kind of paused for a few seconds, just bear with me. But yeah, DJ, it's so nice to see you again. Literally just talking to you in random chat. Yeah, don't be a stranger, DJ. It's always a pleasure to see the name in live chat, isn't it? Not caught one of these in ages. There's not been one for ages, mate, to be fair. We've not streamed for about 3 weeks. 3-4 weeks. Hey, Metal. How's it going? Happy Thursday. This city is screaming for residential today after a campus build, a plaza, and a factory. It's dying for workers, so we'll go find some mile grid residential. See what we can take. Last time I was this early, City Skylines 2 was a broken mess. Have you played it again recently, Reckless? It's 1.6 has really pulled me back into it. A lot of fun. The surface paints, oh my god. Wish CS1 had that. So good. Yeah, anyway, we're going to carry on working this side of the city. And we'll go into Google Earth, shall we, and start doing some build research for today. So we'll put it here. We'll fill this next frame along the road network. And we've already got a track and field stadium here, which I did really want to use, didn't I? So we'll see if we can find a track and field pitch in the Phoenix Margaret. Hey, Parsons, welcome in. Rue as well. Hello, nice to see you all. Right, we're looking for a track and field stadium. Just any bit of green. There's a couple over here, isn't there? Yeah, we got 2 here. A track and field pitch rather, not a stadium. This is very nice. What are these houses? Are these row homes? There was no street view. Let's have a look what these are. Sort of, the kind of quirky houses, them, aren't they? Just single-story bungalows. Okay. Yeah, I was sorry to hear about Doug's recovery, DJ. I hope all is well with his ongoing hip recovery. Such a major operation, isn't it? The hip, like nightmare to recover from that. And we got some condos here. Under new management, apparently. Hello there, first stream, new City Skylines player. I love it so far. I'm on Xbox though, limited but still fun. Yes, welcome in, Smokes. Yes, it's essentially a different game, mate, on the console. It really is just a completely different game. Still very good, but you can still do a lot of really fun things on console. But yeah, it is, I think, a game designed for PC. This isn't bad. Generic residential designs. There was another one here. What was it? Was this the one? Pirate Christmas House? What on earth is that? What the hell is Pirate Christmas House? Can we get some more information on this? Okay. Imagine if I did that in a D10 time lapse. Everyone would be like, what the hell are you doing, Nick? So is this like a year-round thing? It's Pirate Christmas House all the time? Where's M-Dog when we need him? No, it's not like that all the time. Okay. Very random. I guess just like a... Right, for it to be marked on Google Earth as well. That's very interesting. Either way, track and field inspiration. Car park is as big as the high school. We'd love to see that. This is quite inspiring. This is essentially just campus assets with the community pool. We can probably build this almost exactly, actually. Especially with this cute little road design here as well. I like that. And there's a bit of industry present here as well, I think, is there? A little bit of scrap knocking about here. Some buses. Okay. I think we'll work with this then, Pirate Christmas House. Which is not a combination of words I thought we'd be saying on today's stream. What combination nonetheless? Hey Blopsky, how are you, mate? Hello, I purchased a computer and I'm really enjoying CS2 after going from console. Amazing upgrades, Emma. Nice, mate. Yeah, it's night and day, isn't it? The upgrade from console. We had Sapphire experience the same thing earlier this year. He moved from console to PC. And it's very freeing to discover the mods, isn't it? It really is a different game on the PC. Mentioned it before, but I'll say it again while we're on the subject. I think there are certain genres of game that are so tailored to PC. I think RTS and strategy games are definitely PC games. They're so much better with a mouse and keyboard. And the ability to mod, isn't it? ETC, welcome in, mate. Pirate Christmas House is famous because the residents put up over-the-top decorations during the holidays. Must be seriously over the top for it's been marked on Google Maps, Google Earth as well, right? Let me pull my inspiration back up here for the vertical view. Our car park is pretty much next to the track here, with campus assets and community pools around it. Right then, so for a parking solution, I'm probably going to want to do parking lot roads. And we'll draw down... They're quite big, these car parks. So we'll do... Precision engineering. I knew there was a mod I needed to turn on for this playset. No, I just remembered it. I actually went to check it as well before the stream. I was like, I know I need to turn something on. Precision engineering. What was the mod? Hey Jen, how are you? I wish I could be in here, but summer work started today. Love you, egg. Why don't you just Skype off, Jen? You sound really under the weather. I think you should take a rest and hang out in the stream. Is 32 gig of RAM enough for CS2? I think it's going to suffer an eventual same fate of CS1. There will eventually be so much DLC that 32 isn't enough. And if you also want to be playing with custom assets on top of that as well, it's only going to get worse, basically. So I would advocate for 64 if it's in your budget. But they're definitely not 16. Don't get 16 because you'll just start to die after a few DLCs. Like, there's no point. What campus is this? I want trade school assets, I think. I might Rico the trade school building, the gymnasium. There is some campus assets already Rico'd, isn't there? Which one is it? No, it's way too big. Okay, yeah, we'll do a new one. So campus area. And then I'll place what I want. I'll probably want not the library. We'll do cafeteria with the gym. And the labs. No, I'm taking it $2,000, aren't I? This is literally just a track. It doesn't need anything bigger than that. Then again, I think even though. No, that's the auditorium. I don't want that one. I wanted the gym. Where is it? My blind. Have I already... Did I change it already? The trade school gym? Yes, it's an office. It's an office building. Okay, that's fine. I don't remember what I did that for. Does anyone remember why I changed that building to an office building? I literally have no recollection of that ever happening. And community pool as well. Right. Love the modded CS2 series, by the way. Thank you so much, Flopsky. Yeah, so do I. I'm really looking forward to developing that scene. I think the mods and the massive expanded prop pool of base game CS2. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. It's essentially going to be the CS2 ILOS, essentially, isn't it, by the time it's done? But with CS2's road tools, which is going to be, I think, an awful lot of fun, especially with the massive Margrid frames and the junctions we can create through that. I might even be tempted, even though it's not in Tampa or any of the inspiration cities, but that diagonal road that sliced through Ilos's Margrid, I might be tempted to introduce something like that again. Some sort of diagonal highway straight into downtown. A lot of fun. I paid $16.99 for a Ryzen 7 980, a 5070, 32 gig of RAM, 1TB SSD. Your CPU and your GPU are good, which is really what CS2 hammers. CS2 will just attack your GPU as much as it can. But I would upgrade your RAM, go get another 32 gigs, and you'll definitely want more storage as well. Because your operating system's going to be on that. So that's going to take up a ton of room. And games these days are massive. Like CS2 is taking up nearly 100 gig on my hard drive now. So, pretty massive. Okay. We'll feed pathways around this, make everything walkable. And probably going to bob the track and field stadium here too. Let's get rid of this older spam they decided to go with. Hey Lila Minute, welcome into the stream. Nice to see you. I was not really interested in CS2 because I just got one or watched the new series and it changed my mind. Thank you so much. That's really nice of you, Roo. And I've just not really been able to tolerate it. But that sensation has gone now. Mainly because I actually enjoyed looking at the game. Because it was quite ugly for a long time. Especially with the textures, it just looked so... like the game was still in like a beta, like an early access phase. Because there was like no texture, but there is now. So I'm a big, big fan of it. Which I think came across in the video. It's the first CS2 video I've probably enjoyed really recording for a long time. So it's good. Try it out. If you're one of those burnt by the initial launch, might have a bit more of a different experience now. On a note related to City Skylines, combination of amusement park path with the track and field is very nice, isn't it? And we'll go for some palmage here as well. So, hey Nomis, welcome to the stream, mate. How's it going? Hello, Egg. I just joined. How are you going? What have I missed? This. Literally this. We're just taking inspiration from a, So need to actually delete this. I mean, I'm gonna have to because I'm gonna have to recode the cafeteria. Yeah, it's fine. I'm not really bothered what it turns into. I'm gonna go away warning. Need to delete the campus area, is that it? Maybe if we reset it, it might be okay. Yeah, there we go. I think it's because we removed the campus area before we recode it, so the warning didn't disappear. Has anyone else lost sound? No. Everyone's still fine, I think. Or 2 people said they lost sound. Everyone's still alright? Yeah? You know what it might be? I've really turned the game audio down, so maybe the stream feels quieter than normal when I'm not talking. It came back quite quick. Restarted and got it back. Okay. Hold on, let me just check OBS. Yeah, 0 drop frames. OBS is happy with me. Weird. YouTube being strange, perhaps. And then we'll also feed these pathways with trees back down to the arterial road as well. Hey, Aggro. Yeah, I'm having a pretty good day, actually. It's been, I was at the gym this morning. I went to the market, came home, hung on my washing out, and then did a bit of work on Ilium, which I'll finish this afternoon. And it's like an insanely sunny day outside. So, yeah, it's going pretty well. Not bad for a Thursday. Of course. Stream with you people. Right. This is just a circular bench with an umbrella, isn't it? We'll keep this coming down in the plaza. And I think it's actually a table I need to search for, isn't it? Let's do something like that. Hey Brassack, how's it going, mate? Hey Duck, good to see you live again. Yes, thank you, mate. Thank you for turning up. Appreciate it. It's been a few weeks. Are you still suffering from heat in the UK? We're at the current start of another heat wave, but I'm quite far north, so it's not too bad here. It's mainly the south that gets like the 35, 36 temperatures that are horrendous. But it's like 21 degrees here at the minute, so it's pretty perfect for me. We've got some bollards in here as well. Hey DeJanus, how's it going, mate? Long time no see. Why? But we're being reunited with all the OG subscribers today. DJ's back, DeJanus. What a treat. Okay. Feeling some possible vegetation here. I really need to turn on some of Ilos's cactus assets. Be like a bit of cactus, or just perhaps sell the vibe a little bit more. Or do you know what would be a really good plant as well? Is that small vanilla palm. But it's only available on the tropical theme, so it doesn't appear in the list. It's okay. We'll make our own. Lots of California short palm, I think. Actually, will those trees sink into the ground, or will they snap back? No. That's not a setting in tree controller, is it? I'm actually not sure what would control that with this mod set. Yeah, I'm not going to dig through the settings. I'm not sure where that'll be. I was thinking just sinking it into the ground. So the tree bush is essentially the only thing exposed, but I'll just download a palm bush. It's the easiest solution there, isn't it? Those buildings showed up to beep. It's this, isn't it? I'm sorry. It's the it's because this is an office, so it's making the office ambient sound. Apologies. I'll try steer this side of it. Let's get our car parking spaces down so we can see them getting used. And we got to 21 here today. It's the middle of winter. Where are you, sir? 29 at the moment, where I am. Yeah, Lammy is on the south coast, where it's much worse. But it's alright. It's alright here. Alright, can we get some disabled action in there? Almost. Let me delete those last two spaces there. Are they not buildings? I thought they were. Props. Decals. What are they? Why won't they interact with Move It? Has that always happened? I swear I've grabbed those spaces with Move It before. Oh, it's fine. Whatever. I'm not going to fight it. We'll just do some EV charging instead. They're buildings? Yeah, that's what I thought they were, but Move It isn't interacting with them at all. I've definitely done that before. Unless is it just because it's over the road? If I add parking spaces here, does it interact? I know it is selecting it, but it's not highlighting it. That's... Maybe it is selecting it, but we just can't see it because there's big segments selected. I'm not sure. Yeah, it's hard to see, maybe. Yeah, possibly. Confused by the intricacies of car park placements. And last one over here as well. We'll put our disabled parking up this side. I guess that makes the most sense, doesn't it? Thank you for all 69 of you for joining me here as well on a Thursday afternoon. Appreciate you. So do what I want to try with these parking lot roads. I just had something of a thought. Give me the carports for mid-century modern. One of those. Nice spin you around. They should remain connected because they're technically sat on the middle of a road. But they should still get used as a regular covered parking in the middle of a regular parking lot. Which, if you're playing without any custom assets, you could also replicate this with a node-controlled road to stretch it to be this wide. Wouldn't look as good. And then give me them. And can we line it up with the middle pole? Are the traffic police on board with this? It needs to be set to the same height. there's going to be a chill in the state for a while. Are you in Perth, so... Yeah. Yeah, Perth gets brutal temperatures, doesn't it? As well, most of Australia does. Am I happy with that? I think so. The traffic police are on summer vacation. What, are the traffic police based in Scandinavia? They must be. What has the worst traffic of all the Scandic countries? Traffic was good in Stockholm when I was there. And Finland as well, to be fair. Maybe they're all good. Maybe that's why they're the happiest. because there's no traffic. I think I'm going to run with that. I think I'm pretty happy with it. Especially, I think, near the disabled spots. You could actually keep doing it over the disabled spots, couldn't you? Not that I'm going to. But just to see what it looks like. Yeah, a little bit of that. Yeah, I do like that. There you go, there's a new discovery. Why? Those carports merge very nicely with the parking lot roads. And then I think Google Earth, we had a load of tennis courts, did we? Yeah, like 8 tennis courts and 2 baseball pitches. And then the residential begins, which we'll get to. Oh, what's this? Is that a school? This actually looks like the City University assets, doesn't it? Guess it's a school. Yeah, there's like teenage kids milling about, isn't there? Okay. Do we have a fence or a hedge or anything separating the school campus? Yes, we do. We have fencing all the way around. Actually, with a little access gate for the track and field, isn't that a nice little detail? We can do that. For vehicle access to the track and field. That's cool. And then a little diesel generator sort of set up here too. Next to the car park. Okay. You thought the traffic was good in Stockholm? That's like the worst, was it? Well, I did spend most of my time inside talking about city skylines, but where we walked around the museum island in Stockholm, that was all pretty chill. You know, like major jams or anything. But I'm sure it suffers a rush hour. It's a capital city. It's bound to at some point, isn't it? But yeah, I wouldn't be like, oh my god, I would hate to drive here. Wasn't anything horrendous, I would say. But I've also not been to Oslo or well, I can't remember the capital of Denmark. What's the Danish capital? I should know that. Oslo, Helsinki, Stockholm, and what's the other one? Copenhagen. Yes, that's the one, Mommy. Thank you. Copenhagen's like the one. Yes, Copenhagen is the other one. Do you want to do... Oh, actually, no, do you know what? No, why am I doing this? We've got the perfect assets for this now from Renewed History. So I'm a bit disappointed they won't use them. Renewed History. Yeah, these ones. Which one do we want? Do we want caged? Singular without cage. Or cage with bleachers. There's also roadside asset there as well. It's not so much about the traffic jams in Stockholm or how they drive, to be honest. It was some really nice, actually, just quick detour while we're on the subject of Stockholm. I didn't record any footage of this particular place when I was there because I was just busy walking through the city. But there is a really nice layer in Stockholm. of public transport where the metro emerges from underground. Very cool. Stockholm is here somewhere, isn't it? Is my geography going to fail me? This is Stockholm, isn't it? Yeah. Let me get my bearings. Where is the museum island from here? Yeah, okay, I was over here, wasn't I? Totally lost my orientation of Stockholm. Yeah, this is the park, isn't it? Wait, were we further up? No, it wasn't this further up. Really beautiful city, by the way. Just as we get distracted here as I get lost around Stockholm. I feel like I'm in the wrong bit of the city here. Obviously, I can't remember what it was called because it was in Swedish and really long, horrendously. Imagine to remember words. But I feel like we were around here. But I've totally lost my bearings. Here's the museum island. There it is. Okay, right. This helps me. So it's this way. Is it that bridge there? Yeah, it was as we were walking. Yeah, I think it's this space. Yeah, it was here. It was here. I know where I am now. So hopefully it's updated because there is construction work here, but oh no, there's still construction work. There we go. So the metro emerges from underground under like the higher terrain of the city here, and then comes out across the bridge in like very dramatic network fashion. It looks amazing, like really cool network laser. Here, you see how it goes underground here, like really sweet. And then there's a big bus and tram transfer hub, all around this way for the metro. Like really cool public transit design in Stockholm. And there's actually another station here, isn't there? I didn't actually ride the metro. We walked around everywhere. But yeah, regardless, very cool. Just to point that out, why we were in Stockholm. And now, can I remember where that... Yeah, there it is. We're very lucky to pick that out. Sweet. So, actually, can we see on Google Earth? Yeah, these are fenced in, aren't they? Disappointed you didn't ride the metro just to do it. Yeah, I suppose we probably should have done, really. Supposed to be in CS people, right? You think we'd want to go experience other transit networks? But, yeah, we walked everywhere, really. Do you want to... These are all back to back, aren't they? Yeah, there's no pathways in between them. Okay, I'll do that then. Let's fuse it on the very corner here. Important news, my Nando's has arrived. Hey Ian B, welcome to the stream. Pheno Peter, of course, yeah, Pheno Peter. I had my first Pheno Peter. I think I spoke about his last stream, didn't I? To Nando's a few weeks ago. And yeah. Just discovered the joys of the Pheno Peter. Do I want to do that one more time? Because then it'll kind of perfectly fill this whole frame, really. I think I will. I know this is a lot of tennis, everyone. Wimbledon haters won't be happy with this stream. And then Bad Peanuts baseball pitches, which are our only solution for that, really. Should fill this space pretty much perfectly. And we will need a road for them now. We do... This sort of looks like a bit of road access here, doesn't it? Like vehicles can transition it. There's actually cars here, to be fair. Looks like they may be coming in there, though, doesn't it? Home of the Hawks. The Phoenix Hawks. Does anyone know them? I want to guess not. It's obviously a high school team, isn't it, really? Home of the Apollo Hawks, it says. IMOCS1 needs more tram hubs. How many tram hubs do we have, actually? Yeah, there's not really 2 rows of them, is there? Yeah, I'd take more tram hubs. I mean, one of those tram hubs is an airport, so... well, 2 of them are airports. And another 2 are absolutely vast train stations. Is that metro? It is metro. But yeah, tram is even less, isn't it? Literally, yeah. Literally 5. Do forget about a lot of these assets, you know. This is a really nice one. I need to get this one in Ilium. Yeah, it's a nice one, that. Anyway. Back to baseball. I'm a bit reluctant to bring road into the campus, but I feel like I can justify it as access. I think, does this gymnasium have like a service door on it or something? No, not really. That's fine. We'll work it in. But I need it here to connect the 2 baseball pitches together. So you hang out here. They both orientate the same way. Sorry to start looking at really finicky details. They're mirrored, aren't they? And they're batting out kind of away from the campus. So I'd want it sat like that, wouldn't I? I think that's right. I had to walk out, I missed what you were doing. Still much of the same, but it's just classic American campus vibes, essentially. And then our pathway will just reform. As we'll connect it into new directions. You can go that way, and then you will off on a little angle. Wait. Are we actually going to put the school in? I kind of just want this, really. Almost like a sports complex rather than anything associated with a high school. Though we probably do need education in the city. No, not yet, actually. I could stick a school in it. I suppose there's going to be a lot of residential here, so we will need it eventually. I'm inclined to go with the European high school. Also wonder, can we double this up without any massive clashing? Yeah, sort of. It does look a bit like a prison. It does look a bit like a prison, doesn't it? Absolutely no FOMO for tennis. I do like tennis when it's on, but I never go out of my way to actively source tennis, you know? Like, ever. But if I'm walking through the living room and there's a bit of tennis on, I'm not going to turn it off. I would if it was cricket, don't get me wrong. Absolutely no fear missing out for cricket. I actively advocate for less cricket. I don't like it at all. It's not so much with rugby, but yeah, I'm I'm a football person. Seems fitting for a school, I know, right? Perhaps a depressing reflection of the modern education system. Yeah, I'll go with it. I'll go with it. I actually really liked the doubled up European school. It gives you a very interesting shape building, that, doesn't it? You just have these little palms around the edge of it. It's then the detailing with the sports facility. It's kind of wider, expanded here, isn't it? School, prison, tomato, tomato, says Lila Mini. Something in common with the egg. I can't stand cricket either. Yeah, it's not for me. It's not for me. Not a massive lover of darts either. I know there's a massive darts craze at the minute, but it's just not for me, you know. I'd probably say the same for some of the more obscure sports like croquet or bowls, you know, some of kind of the more niche ball-based games, I suppose, for lack of a better phrase. I'm gonna bring this bridge across, just so I can mark off the end of this block here. And do we have a road coming down? No, it's just a bridge here, isn't it? That's okay. So with the terrain... Hey Fraden, welcome to the stream, mate. How are you? Oh my god, first time actually catching us live for looks. How are you, mate? Welcome into your first stream. Curling, E&B, absolutely, yeah, curling falls into that category, doesn't it? Name more, there'll be loads more. Lacrosse is probably in that category, isn't it, as well? Badminton, to an extent, which is kind of like rocket tennis, isn't it, really? Paddle, you know what I mean? Those sorts of sports. Comments on this stream, bud. Gonna be full of cricket fans, like, oh my god, let's bring everyone to this height here. And then we'll cross over. I would like, I think, a fancier bridge. Should we go for the American Truss, I think? I think we'll do that. I'm going to pull that node out of the riverbed, essentially. The rivers are really harshly shaped on this map. Quite difficult to work with. So I want to do that, but without shallowing the river. Or something like that, sort of. Let's do a slope up into here, actually. I'll wait for that to stabilise. Hey Anita, Ben Anita. I'm not doing too bad. How are you? Welcome into the stream. And Minor, and Lizzie as well. Wonderful. And Alexa. Welcome to the stream, everyone. Polo. Yeah, CMB, absolutely polo, yeah. Thought it was like equestrian, but they get confused and try playing hockey instead. Isn't there like a ball game on horseback? Am I right in thinking that? Just want to get rid of all these little rocks because we keep having to delete them. And then we'll bring another fairly chunky arterial. Do you want to go 4-lane for that? We could eventually go sort of this way. Maybe meet up with that junction there to form grid. Yeah, let's do that. I won't make that connection today, we'll do that as this frame grows out. But just so we know where things are going. Oh, that was polo. But I thought polo was in the water. Would that be water polo? I guess it would be, wouldn't it? I'm not versed in polo. Clearly. So, water polo is just polo in the water. That's water polio, says Sorbet. Now we're talking about infectious diseases. Water polo is played in a swimming pool. Right, I've got you. We're on the same page. Does the ball have to have a hole in it? No. No, I'd say not. I'd say not. I really hate that connection there. We'll use Network Multi-Tool to do that for us. Hello, people. Wonderful. Yeah, the ball doesn't have to have a hole in it. Just any kind of... I'm not sure what the right word is. Like lower miscellaneous sport that involves a ball. Such as bowls, polo. I mean, you can't really call a shuttlecock a ball, can you? But I'd still throw it in like miscellaneous sports, right? Don't try water polo on a horse, says David. Yes, that's good advice. That's good advice. Right, that boxes off this area for us. A few more rocks over here as well. And I think the surrounding suburbia is fairly basic, isn't it? It's just, yeah, wavy grid with cul-de-sacs, all very Phoenix, very, very densely packed in. Everyone has a pool. So I think we'll do mid-century modern. And back-to-back 4 deep homes for this. Green cities would also be a vibe as well. In terms of the road, I think we'll go grass-lined. What about water horses? You mean seahorses? Could you play water polo on a seahorse? At which point is that like a double negative, so it goes back to just being regular polo? Why does the conversation feel like a fever dream? It says by there. Yes. Why? It's quite a classic OE stream. It will devolve into some insane conversation at some point. always does. I don't want to be connecting to this road too often. But I am going to do it again there, but not this way. If they want to get on that way, they've got to follow the arterial system to use the traffic flow. Otherwise, this will get really bad. Hey, Brian, how are you? Got Egg in one ear and Mrs. Rachel in the other, and it's kind of funny, actually. Yeah, 2 very contrasting conversations, I imagine. Playing water polo on a seahorse seems like the kind of visual gag you'd see in a cartoon, 100%. It's like an episode of Family Guy they forgot to write, isn't it? Trying to align these roads so they sort of flow a certain way. And then same again there. Although it's really quite a dense grid. Essentially no little empty squares left. Empty spaces in between the zoning. And then I'll change the orientation here, so we'll go off this way. something like that. What do we have south of the baseball pitches? What's this little institution? It's got a big palm-lined road. Can we see a business sign, perhaps, here? Is this still part of the school? It's very busy. Glendale Union High School Online Learning Academy. Okay. So is this like the high school main building then? No street view in here, I'm guessing so. Or maybe just external classrooms, is it? I guess so. I got half a day of work, otherwise I missed this. 'Tis my birthday today. Happy birthday, Ryan. Let's give you a birthday present, shall we? Let's do a new district. I'll tidy this up against the roads in a second. Or just so we can name it. You can name it yourself, Rune. If you want to give it a specific name, feel free. But I'm just going to go for Rune Place. Happy birthday. You love the new CS2 episode, so excited for a new city. Thank you so much, Anita. Yeah, I really loved recording that episode. A lot of fun. Looking forward to doing the reworked beginner industry as well, which I think will be a mix of like aesthetic recycling centers and kind of industrial distribution, I think. Florida's really good inspiration. It's going to be like islands with water, basically, isn't it? This is how it's going to look. I'm trying to find mid-century modern. There we go. That's what I'm after. And then only the 4 wide. Yeah, we'll just go 4 wide here. But yeah, name it if you want, Rune. Rune Place is a terrible name, so just let me know what you want it to be. Get ready for a little popping spree, everyone. Save some room in for parks in these little areas here. Gonna slightly change the size here as I come across some more sort of awkward spots. They're also they're kind of fusible, these houses, as well. You can make sort of bigger mansion complexes with them. Hey Brizzy, how's it going, mate? Welcome in to the stream. Let's change it up by going for 4 deep this time. Grid's a bit broken here, so they're not snapping very nicely. Let's budge everyone up. We can get another house in here if everyone moves along. Yeah. Can I ask how much RAM CS is using right now? I had to deselect some DLC with the race day editions. It kept crossing, but I have 32 gig. Yeah, 32 gig isn't enough to run CS1 with all its DLCs anymore, because there's so many of them. We were actually having this conversation earlier. Yeah, you really want 64, especially if you've got all the DLCs. Loading into something like Ilium, which is essentially no custom assets outside of the, you know, the concrete decals we use. It's a 34 gigabyte load in RAM, I think, Ilium, when it loads up. So if you're going to chuck custom assets on top of that as well, 32 is just not really enough anymore. It was a few years ago, but now there's so many DLCs. And if you've got them all, it's a lot, you know. Can't sleep now. You're on, I really can't sleep. Well, it's nice to have you here, Rizzy. Thank you for joining us. If you're crashing on the race day patch, though, you might just have mod conflicts. Because that was a really big patch. That broke a lot of mods that haven't been updated. So I would always advise using Skive for the inbuilt compatibility report. But yeah, if you're crashing after a major DLC, the chances are it's your mod list over your RAM, I would possibly say. Or something to look into. Get some of these small little 2x numbers in to fill in the empty spaces. I'm using Alt-V to random assets, by the way. I get asked that every time I do it, so I'll just mention it. So let's just stick with the 4 deeps here. This should fix a lot of the workers in the city, because we've built so much industry on, like, functional area. The last few episodes, everyone's screaming for education. I think I am going to bring the suburb into this space as well. Let's do... I'm going to bring this one up, but I'm not going to connect them. In fact, I'll leave a factor that into my detailing space there as well, actually. Almost like a continuation of the bollard, so people can't just cut their car across. That'd be quite fun. Do that now, actually. Find some concrete bushes. I have a real addiction to assets. I've never really suffered with that, because I'm mostly a vanilla player. I've never really experienced mad asset addiction. A little bit with Ilos. Maybe went a bit over the top with some things. But otherwise, I'm a fairly simple builder, you know. Give me some shipping containers. A few better fountains and stuff like that, I'm happy. Doesn't take a lot, you know. But then I see something like, you know, $2 builds, I'm like, man, I should download some custom assets, they look really good. I'm still yet to even download a single custom asset from Paradox Mods. I just don't browse for them. Okay, that kind of merges them together. And then I grab my little bollards over here. And I'm going to keep them running from here. Right. And then we'll have a building of some description here. Yes, that's what you want, right? So the turn around, just drop into one off, but you can't cut through into the suburb. That's like separate from the campus here. I do want a building here though. What do I want to put here? Something relatively academic focused. Oh, the Brutalist High School. Go for that. Bit of double high school action. Hey Hon, how are you? Welcome to the stream. Rune Creek, is that what it was? Sorry, I caught your message. There we go. Rune Creek, thank you very much. Perfect. I actually don't think I've ever had a vanilla city. I just can't live without node control and move it. Anarchy and multi-tool. Yeah, I don't blame you. I don't blame you. The engine slowly cries out for those tools. Stick surface painter in that as well. The console life makes that very easy. DLC only. Yeah, the console life is a simple life, isn't it? It's not much, but like it's honest work, isn't it? Playing on console. A short visit. Got to go back to work. Have a great afternoon. I'll see you later, Lizzie. Thank you for hanging out with us. Appreciate it. I think I'm going to go with this then. Also got gymnasium on the back of it as well, which really helps with my kind of sports aesthetic, doesn't it? It matches really well with the campus buildings too. Yeah, we'll go with that, and we'll stick another car park down here for this side of the campus. Which we might get some people using these car parks once all the residential's in. It's a little bit empty at the minute for my liking, unfortunately. Actually, do what I might do here. I think let's do the mid-century modern car park trick again. Let's node control that one off. And then I guess we've already got the configuration, haven't we? This has been the best bit of the stream so far. Although I guess it's actually inverted here, isn't it? I'll need my own. I'll just need one side, actually. So since we took it in right there. I guess I shouldn't need the car parking spaces underneath them because these buildings have parking spaces on them regardless. So it should be okay. Welcome back, Flopsky. And Bacon Smith. How's it going, mate? Hello, Bacon Man. What's the mid-century modern trick? Using the carports as covered parking is the trick. What we did over here. That's alright, so you see they're still in a functional car park, but they have cover. Very cool, actually. That was well shaded. Did you see that? 3 dudes in bowler hats just got out of that Jeep. They definitely just picked something up, didn't they? Did you see them do that? Like 3 men all wearing bowler hats. Just, like, picked up a dead drop at the high school car park. Where are these going? Returning to depot. Park maintenance people. It's really shifty. I'm not sure what they were doing. Right. Let's bring that up. And we can probably get 3 more in here. Which again, all this is technically park space for the simulation, because these are park buildings. So you can cram stuff like this into a suburb. And it's only going to actually increase land value, which is quite funny. Set everyone to the same height here as well. There we go. I feel like some spaces in between might have been a bit nicer, but we'll go with it. We'll go with it. And then we'll stitch the entrance of the campus together. We had lots of big palm-lined roads in Google Earth, didn't we? So we'll stick with that here. It's actually palm line. This road. We'll go for big, dramatic Californians. I need a hydration break as well, everyone. I'm actually dying of thirst. Take a bit of night time on, see how the campus is looking. It's pretty dark, isn't it? Yeah, let's have a hydration break, everyone. A little posture check as well, please. Oh, I might just go stretch my legs and nip to the toilet for a hot second. Just, be like 30 seconds. Hi, Casino. Sorry I'm late, what did I miss? Pretty much just what's on screen. Just a little high school campus. Park maintenance, yeah, CMB. Literally park maintenance, quotation marks. Hey, BL, how are you, mate? Welcome into the stream. Have a little catch up on chat here while I have a drink. When they release CS2, I'm kind of sad I won't get those load times. Wonder what it's going to be like on console. It's going to be fascinating to see, isn't it, when it finally comes out. Hey, Marco, how are you? Nice to see you, bud. Poplar, how are you, mate? It's so nice to see you. I was, did you, I replied to your comment on the video earlier, Poplar. I'm thinking once we've done a few weeks of the Florida city and that series has kind of settled in, I might start a CS2 stream series called European Science, where we essentially mess about with the European style build on the Gibraltar map. Just so we can eventually build the port. That's all I really want to do. Hey Ramen, welcome into the stream. Welcome in. Interesting idea, might copy it, go for it looks. Right. Okay. I'll definitely get CS2 on console. But who knows how much I play it. I wonder, alright, I'm just, obviously I can't say anything because I have NDA. But I'm very curious to see what it plays like. Obviously I haven't played it yet or seen it or anything. But once we do get those first screenshots, like, because it's just like it does struggle to run a little bit on PC. Not as bad as it used to be by any means. Like, it is significantly more optimized now. Which, if you saw the last episode of Yoakley, you would have seen how much smoother it can actually run. I don't want houses here on the parking lot roads. We'll remove them. We'll do some sort of sandy barrier between the street and the houses. But yeah, just very curious. I would love to be like a fly on the wall in the development studio, you know? Like, what is the problem? What's going wrong? Why has it taken so long? Maybe someone from Colossal Order will do like a big expose in a few years. Maybe. Choose move it here just to position some of these houses. Yeah, CS2 stream. Yeah, I want to start streaming CS2 more, but I feel like I want to start a CS2 stream city, essentially, rather than another new series for a European build. Which I think would be quite nice, because I've never built in European style before, outside of the occasional Barcelona style super blocks we've done in CS1 over the years. Well, a full European style city, I've never attempted it. So if we don't settle on the the Gibraltar map, I might actually do I will do Gibraltar, because I think if I do a European build at any point, it's likely to be a British build. So I'll save that for a video series rather than a live stream series. So we'll stream Gibraltar, which is a lot of fun, because it's a really quirky city. We'll go there and Google Earth in a second. Once we've got some dry palmage in this little desert area here. Don't mind a little flagpole in here, actually. Something representing the school. Natural disasters, but not the best. Maybe the hotel DLC can be sort of the school emblem, if you like. Have the flagpole on the corner. Yeah, I don't mind that at all. Hey Beanogs, morning Egg, hope you're hanging in there. I'm not doing too bad, thanks mate. Yeah, I'm not doing too bad. It's been more than 2 weeks now actually, yeah. I'm not doing too bad, just keeping busy. I'll be there, love to hear it, Poplar. Bring some parks into these spaces here. Okay. Let's do 2 of those. We'll change them both to basketball. Obviously a big basketball theme running in this particular suburb, isn't there? You're just sitting in your mushroom cottage with your raven familiar drinking a cup of pear cider. Have I missed a conversation there, Brizzy? And I guess that's not in relation to me, I would guess. But I'm thinking just a little kind of overgrown, not particularly well maintained, because the park maintenance are involved in illicit activities in this bit of the city. So this kind of old basketball court is beginning to just fall back to a bit of ruin. Might even do some chain link fencing around it, you know. Like it used to be fully enclosed, but it's deteriorating, it's perished. Just to Sweden during the summer. I was so shocked when I found out that Scandinavia just disappears for the summer. Like, it's really wild. We actually got a ping from Paradox the other day saying like all the Finnish devs are leaving for summer now. It's like, man, why don't you do that here? It's like, that'd be so cool. Is it the same in Sweden as well then, Minnie? Do you just get the same as they do in Finland, you're off to, what, the end of August? Is that how it works? And I guess that a company can't opt out of that. That's like law. Employees have to take the summer off. It obviously can't apply across all sectors though, does it? Like, is it specific sectors? I have no idea. The park maintenance boys are back. Did you see them? The 3 dudes in the bowler hat again. They're picking up more dead drops from the benches. And now 4 of them spawned. Very suspicious. And now they're going back to building after another dead drop pickup. There's something going on with those part boys. Convinced of it. Getting a bit off topic. It's alright, you guys are allowed to go off topic. I was just wondering if it was directed at me. I was like... I don't remember that about the Raven familiar. Alright, I'm happy with that. Don't really want people messing about on these roads, really. Access to the high speed road again. I do want to slow this down with an extra lane. I might even node control them, you know. Yeah, I think I will. So I want to shift the right node. And so it's essentially aligned. And then we want to shift blue node in a similar fashion. Probably wants a little bit of IMT, that. Not that I'm marking every junction in this build. I think here, where we're just adding a little cute turning lane. It's justified, isn't it? Move the crosswalks from that as well. Oh, that's fine. Didn't mean to do that. That's alright. Hey, first time I've caught a live stream. Hello, Emma. Welcome in. How are you? Whereabouts in the world are you joining us from? They're selling weed. Wait, the guys through it. Taco Bell. Does that happen? Does anyone know where the nearest Taco Bell is so I can avoid it? that would be helpful. In an old Shadowrun campaign, we'd get occasional appearances of combat vehicles in the livery of the City Parks department. This reminded me of them. Is there a Dungeons and Dragons conversation going on in the chat? I feel like there is. I feel like I keep glancing back to see role-playing sort of related conversation. Why is that white? So it's all grey. Has there been a fire here? Like burnt palms, isn't it, sort of? Which actually looks really cool, because it looks really dry, like it's all tinderbox sort of stuff, doesn't it? I'd actually quite happily have it stay like that. Not that I want to encourage wildfires or anything, but, you know. Dry shrubbery does happen in the world. Taco Bell is delicious, I want no slander. I'm still yet to try it. We talked about Taco Bell, I think last stream, didn't we, with Casino? It was, getting the order in. Do some chain link detailing here as well against the back of these homes. In case anyone crashes off, they'll hit chain link fence before someone in their pool. Have you had Taco Bell in the UK? No, they're all in the cities. And every time I go to the city, there's like other things like, you know, Brazilian barbecue or American barbecue. So it's like I'm not going to get a Taco Bell when that's also in the vicinity, you know? I feel like it'd be a wasted trip to the city because I've never had it before. Never experienced it. But I should. I need to take it off the list. We have a lot of American chains here now. Dave's Hot Chicken's just come over. Popeyes has been around for a couple of years as well. There's a Popeyes on my drive back from Manchester, actually. But I'm usually not in the mood for fried chicken when I'm driving back in the morning, so I haven't stopped yet. I really love that turning lane. How nice is that? I finished the IMT here as well. That's so funny. Casino's literally ordering Taco Bell right now. Just as we say that. Oh, that's hilarious, Casino. Love that. Living up to standard. Do you play any shooter games, Egg? Not really anymore. Not shooters. Play a lot of Zomboid, which there's guns in that, but I wouldn't ever describe it as a shooter. I used to be a massive Destiny 2 sweat, like really sweaty on Destiny, like helping people carry on Trials of Osiris every weekend, like doing raid carries with people. Like I used to be Destiny obsessed, like every night after work was like, how long can I get on Destiny tonight? Like just an unhealthy obsession almost. Do we want the marking here as well? I'm gonna do that, but actually make that line. I'm just gonna make it a prop. But I'm only doing it so I can change this line here. And it there. And then a new rule for double dashed is what I want, isn't it? So then they have to like stop there. I'll open the whole intersection out a little bit as well. That's not really looking how I want it to though. I wanted longer sections of double dash here. I almost need to do that on that intersection, don't I? Yeah, I'm actually going to undo that. I don't like how that looks. Yeah, I'm just going to keep it like that. And shrink it down again. It's a bit too big for me now. Cool. I'm happy with that. You want to see what other games I do play? I'll show you my Steam library if you want. So it is Zomboid, Warhammer. There's nearly 2,000 hours. I mean, how much is in the first? There's 1,600 hours in Warhammer 2. And then nearly 1,000 hours in Warhammer 3 now. Cities 2, Enshrouded, Satisfactory. I briefly loaded Skyrim but wasn't feeling it. Town City Corsair Cove, Going Medieval. The Dark Souls remaster, Hitman, Dishonored, original Dark Souls, RuneScape, Elden Ring. And this is like stuff I've not played for a very long time down here. I don't mind a bit of Space Marine 2. I guess that's sort of a shooter, isn't it? Kind of a horde shooter. Anything else though? No. Mostly just Destiny. I sunk a few hours into Battlefield 6, which is here somewhere. Arc Raiders. I played a load of Arc Raiders when that came out. That's sort of a extraction shooter, isn't it? So yeah, I guess sometimes I do still play shooters, but not nearly as often as I used to. I'm feeling a catfish cafe in here. Hey Egg, finally get to watch a live stream. Just got to say it's 2 after watching so many videos from you and Biffa. You guys make it look so fucking good. And I just tried it and let's say it didn't last long. That's fine though, Naruto, don't worry about that. Because if you go back and watch my first series, Friendwood, it looks like dog shit. So don't worry about it. It comes with time, mate. It comes with time and hours in the game. Like I've got like more than 5,000 hours across both CS games now. But I wasn't always building like this when I first started, you know. Takes a while. Something that really helped me get to grips with city building was doing build-alongs. So I used to build along all the time with Imperial Jedi stuff. And that's really how I got into kind of like just stop making these massive, hugely zoned grids that you don't really ever become attached to because there's no personality to them. Slowing down is also really good advice as well. Don't rush. Don't think I've got to get to downtown or you know, I've got to build an airport. These massive bits of infrastructure, just keep it slow and keep it chill and you'll have quite a nice time. Would be my advice. Anyway. Aussie currently in Texas. I can promise Outback Steakhouse is not is not Aussie at all. Are you there for the World Cup, Spades? Just out of interest, I'm sure there is other people travelling to Texas from Australia without the World Cup as a reason, but you might be. Bring this same kind of deserty palm overgrowth back to this as well. We've got 103 people here, guys. Thank you for hanging out with me. Appreciate it. I actually wonder if we're better going live a little bit later, you know. Maybe more towards 3 PM UK is a better time to catch more of you. More of the Americans are awake a few hours into the afternoon, aren't they? Which there is many of you. Let's bring some tables out the back as well for the cafe people. Are you planning on doing a Going Medieval episode soon? I also had a comment on that yesterday, Anita. Yes, I'm going to do one next week for you. You are not the only one asking. So, yeah, we'll do some Going Medieval. I need to finish that first castle one I was doing. Actually finished that big keep I was working on. I've just not played it for a few weeks. Well, a few months now actually. Not played it since like February or something, have I? Was it that long ago? 3 months at least, I think. But yeah, I'll do some next week for you. Play Inzoi. I haven't played it since it came out, you know. Has it had any updates? I've not heard a single thing about Inzoi, you know. Like, no patch notes. Do you have a look? Where is it? I didn't like Skyrim. No, I love Skyrim CPS, but I just wasn't in the mood for it that day. Yeah, July 3rd, they had an update. I mean, how often has it been updated? July, known issues. There was a hot fix on the 1st of July. Outfit mod compatible for the mod kit update. So did the mod kit update come in? Oh, there we go. The last major patch. When was this? 19th of June. I can't watch this because they might copyright strike me. It is looking good, isn't it? School properties have been added. Teenage Zoys can enroll as students and attend the same high school. Alright, so the whole school system's been introduced, like cookery school, American, like college football. That's really cool. Sims doesn't have this. Oh, like prom as well. Yeah, students can participate in prom party by asking another Zoy to be prom partners. Or leaving a prom partner request note in their locker. That's really sweet. It's very interactive, isn't it, in Zoy? Yeah, maybe we'll revisit Inzo then. Honestly, I had no idea it's had a major patch. You know, when was the last time I played it? More than a year ago. We last checked out Inzo. So, yeah. Maybe a bit of Inzo soon. College football, it looks like it, yeah. College football. But yeah, I do love Skyrim though. CPS, it's like one of my comfort games, I'd probably say. Bring some thicker trees behind these homes here. Fill out a little bit. So it might do actually here, a bit of surface painter, I think might go a long way. Sorry, resource painter even. Just a touch of green so it's not as horrifically arid. Not everywhere though. So a touch of a shade. Shade is all that's needed. We've got a tram line here as well. I have zero idea what this tram is doing. I can't remember where it's going. This red tram line, it's doing all sorts, isn't it? It's like zigzagging through the Margaret. Could mirror it here, so it comes down to complete a circle and then back up. I think I'm more inclined to probably take it over the bridge, over the river rather, with a bridge. Probably not at the same height as that one. I'll bring it down there. And let the tram cross separately by itself, perhaps. That might look quite nice. Set all these to the same height as it crosses the river. Only a slight difference actually, it's not too bad. Just even it out. I'm really enjoying this map, but I would possibly criticise the riverbanks that they're so deep cut. Aren't they? I mean, we've not even started building downtown yet. I could very easily just, like, shave off a massive layer of terrain just to lower the riverbank. Which would entirely recess the downtown against the other side of the river, which might look quite weird. Like, look at it, the water's mental on this map. It has tidal waves flowing through it. Anyway, that's a problem for very future reg. Paralyze has some crazy builders already. Yeah, I saw some Paralive stuff go up. I wanted to check that out actually. And then I kind of ran into the stuff with Coco. At that time we checked out the what's it called? The pirate game, Corsair Cove. And which they actually emailed me today. Their 1.0 release is coming up soon, so you might see a bit of Corsair Cove again. I enjoyed playing that. It's good fun. Very unique. Little pirate city builder. Bringing some more houses here to fill this void between the bridge and the road network. How is the concrete brush called off the workshop? You mean the actual brushes? Or the literal surface painter? So this, if you're on about this, this is the surface painter mod. But I'm also playing with a collection of brushes that give you those textures in square form, so you can mostly shape them and do things with them. And these are actually in a collection. I'll leave them linked in the live chat for you. These ones here. I'll link them in the live chat. But yeah, you meant the one I used with Find It? Yeah, there you go, looks are there for you. I do that. What bus is this? Where does it go? I'm usually pretty familiar with remembering the networks, but because I'm not playing this city every single week, I haven't played it for a few weeks now, I'm like, where is this going again? What was I? What was my plans here? What map is this? It's called Badland Ridges from the Map Pack 4 DLC by Uncle Ron. It's essentially the Phoenix height map. It's very, very similar to it. In terms of the planning of the highway, I mean, it's basically the Phoenix Valley, essentially. I do like this area, but it's the riverbank that's really irritating me. I'm gonna go for more palm lining. Yeah, I don't think I really want to use a key either, because then the key is going to be like really tall. If we did that, I mean, I suppose it's better than the raw riverbank. Let's just do that. Not everywhere, but I think especially on this section, certainly up to the bridge at least. Oh, Rue with the $5 super chat. Been thinking of you the past couple of weeks. I hope you well. You're in our heart. Thank you so much, Rue. I appreciate the $5. And yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. It's been a pretty colossally shit 2 weeks, to be totally honest. With Coco. Yeah, sorry, I'm just focusing on grabbing these nodes. Bear with me. And then all to the same height as this. Although that does push it above the bridge, don't do that. Go back down there. Sweet. Hey Ian, hello chat, hello Egg. Quick question, I'm on PS5 Remastered, how do we get European police stations? It's in your content manager, Ian. You can turn on the European themed buildings, so you'll get your, at least on PC, I can't talk for console. So you'll get the American and European variants in both save. It's in your content manager from the main menu. I'm not sure if you can actually do it on console. Yeah. Your GPU, not combining with the hot weather to make you melt. It's only 22 here at the minute, and my office is west facing, so it doesn't get the bulk of the heat till the end of the day. It's a little bit toasty now. It's starting to toast up a bit, but it's still comfortable. I want... Yeah, someone just mentioned a tiered key. That might be the call. Yeah, just a bit more definition on that massive drop down, I think helps a lot, doesn't it? I mean, you wouldn't come for a walk here though, would you? Look how volatile the river is. Hey Dush, how are you, mate? Nice to see you. He's now a boiled egg. I am, Stuart, you're right. I'm just gonna go top my water up, actually. I'll just be like 20 seconds. Okay, I love being playing. You can on console make a district and then click on it and turn on all building styles. There we go. Yeah, I'm not bad, Ian. Thanks, mate. Nice to see you again. How is this working down here now? It's a bit narrow down the middle, isn't it? But you know, some car parks are a bit tight, I suppose. Alright, got some little areas to finish off over here. Let's jump back into Google Earth. And well, we've got houses here, but these are on the local road. It's really bordering the arterial where I want to see it, which is here, really. Just more car parking. what else would it be in Phoenix? It's just more car parking, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, this is a cool little condo complex, isn't it? I see those little covered vehicle shelters again. They're everywhere. We don't have the room to build condos here, though, do we? Have we got the capacity for a mini condo complex tucked into this little pocket? I need to move that crematorium as well. You just come over here till we find a home for you. That's a bounce. I'll capture it with the rest of the stream later. Enjoy the sun, steaming, and hopefully an ice cream later. Just no Taco Bell. Enjoy aggro. Thank you for hanging out, mate. Yeah, thank you for hanging out with me during a heat wave as well, everyone. You should all be outside. Harvesting vitamin D. Right. Condo options include wall-to-wall and a lot of the emerging downtown assets have a bit of a condo vibe to them. Probably some vanilla stuff does as well. Hearts of Korea actually has very nice condo possibilities. I'm saying the word condo a lot, aren't I? I'll stop. Something from these four, I think. I'm more leaning into wall-to-wall than the other ones, to be honest. I feel like these apartment complexes are very nice. If you're pale Scott, the UV index says go outside, you should flash burn and leave a silhouette. Yeah, it's that sort of heat, isn't it? It is pretty brutal. For UK standards anyway, before the Australians or the Southwest Americans are like, well actually, that's just totally normal to be on fire while you're outside. Can possibly do all these up. I'm not massively happy about the condos having access from directly on the street. She got there before I could egg. I was waiting for that, so yeah, literally, I was like, I bet it's gonna bite on that one. I wouldn't be averse to another pool here. Well, we did see someone doing City Showcase one time. They used the mid-century modern stuff. It's like custom pool work. Just because they wanted the visual of pools. I think it's a bit more of a powerful visual when it's in orbit of this one. And like they were almost treating the house as like the pool house, you know, where people were like getting changed. It was a very cool design. I might actually go with that, because then I think I can stick more wall-to-wall next to it. That's only 2 tiles wide. Find the right asset for this. Okay. We're doing some mental fusing here. And then budge these up again a little bit. And then repeat that double building just next door. And then we'll configure this so it almost looks like the inner pools are shared by these condos, essentially, is the vibe. I sort of want to recreate. There's a lot of angles to respect here though. And try and make it look somewhat authentic. And then this one is going to eat that tree. I could bob them. How do you feel about that? And again, I don't even need to fuse over them, do I? I could just do that. Like, literally, it doesn't make a difference if the bottom house is exposed or not. Because I can just fuse over them, and then it's like the pools are there for the condos. Maybe. Is it ever humid in the UK? I suppose it does rain a lot. Yeah, that's why the UK heat is so grim. It's because we're a very humid, very wet island. And all the houses are built to retain heat. Like above my head now is several thick inches of dense foam insulation, like stopping the heat from going anywhere. So granted, you know, it's not Phoenix or the American outback, sorry, Australian outback, or Dubai in August, you know, it's not that high 40s level hot, that is really intense, but when you've got the buildings to retain the heat and the humidity, it can be very uncomfortable. I'm gonna put some little sun lounges down here. I think those fences are a little bit intrusive. I think they can be bobbed, can't they? Yeah. Okay, actually gets rid of both of them. So we need to set all of these buildings to the same height, otherwise it's all going to look like that, isn't it? And let's do all these buildings and props. Everyone come to a uniform height. Do you know what? That's not the worst residential design I've ever made. Might possibly steal that for Ilium. Do you guys like that? That's pretty convincing, right? I think it's pretty convincing. Can they cook scrambled eggs on a car bonnet? Yeah, there's videos. Every time there's a heat wave, you see videos of that on social media. People cooking eggs outside. Washington, D.C. is the most humid place on Earth, I know. I imagine with... Wait, which one is it? No, I'm thinking of the other Washington. Wait, no, D.C. is the one in the northwest, isn't it? I think. Washington State, D.C. I can't remember which one I'm thinking of. The one with all the mountains near Oregon, whichever one that one is. Pretty sure that's state, isn't it? I think. I'm misremembering my American geography. Send a portable AC for you. There's there were stories about people having their ACs removed earlier. Or last heat wave anyway. DC is the capital, thank you, yeah, that's what I'm trying to remember. Washington State is in the Pacific Northwest, that's what I'm thinking of, thank you. I can't duplicate this here because I don't have the road the other side. That's fine though, because I don't think I want to anyway. What should we put either side of the baseball pitches here? Could just keep the condo blocks going, but it's a bit repetitive here. Yeah, let's get some ideas in the chat for this space here, everyone. The sort of W shape we have around the baseball fields here. Nothing beats Singapore when it comes to humidity. Yeah, I think Far East Asia probably beats the humid gang, doesn't it? Or maybe South America. Imagine they probably get, like, Brazil. I imagine gets ridiculously humid. Florida is also known for it as well, isn't it? Florida gets pretty nasty. So what city inspired you? For this one, this is a general southwestern Margaret inspired city. Phoenix, Salt Lake, Albuquerque sort of area. Park and facilities, a shady park. Oh yeah, actually, you know what? Some of those little props from Renewed History would be nice here, I think. Some of these as potential shade covers. So we'll feed some pathways around. Let's do no guideline here. Paths are tearing a little bit there, but we can surface paint it. Oh yeah, that's where they're walking into the sky bridge, isn't it? I forgot about that. There's a little sky bridge here. I want some green here though. Let me get rid of, I think that's oil texture, isn't it? Which is really horrible colour. Yeah, but the green immediately helps the space, doesn't it? Yeah. Anywhere in the tropics is bad for humidity. Some sparse hedging would be cool. We got off the plane in Darwin once, it was like stepping through a wall of water. I'm so sorry, I didn't know good. Oh, what about Coco, Ian? Yeah, we lost her a couple of weeks ago, mate. 2 weeks ago yesterday, Coco was put to sleep. Yeah. I'll tell you guys what happened. I don't mind talking about it. She was in for a... Let me just focus on this conversation, actually, rather than getting distracted. Let me put you a nighttime view on. Let's do this one here. Yeah, so with Coco, she was in for an arthritis check 2 weeks ago on Monday. And then when they got there, she was feeling around her back legs and stuff, and she said like she didn't like the feel of her liver. So I was like, right, okay. So they gave her an ultrasound. And then they came out into the car like 20 minutes later and said she's got a big fluid-filled mass that's wrapping around her liver, and they think the fluid is blood. So her liver's just gone horrifically cancerous, basically. So they sent us home with steroids and painkillers on the Monday. But she went downhill very quickly, like it was just like tearing through her system, and she started to lose control of her bladder on the Tuesday night. But by Tuesday morning, just with the way she was, I decided like, right, okay, like we obviously can't put you through any cancer treatment because she's nearly 14 and arthritic and already just old and knackered anyway because she's just an old dog. So yeah, I made the choice on Tuesday to have her put to sleep. So she was diagnosed and put to sleep within 48 hours, so it was kind of like super out of nowhere. Although she is actually back home now. Do I have that picture anywhere? I can put it in the Discord, actually. I'll show you what she's got back with us. I'll actually post it in Pet to the server on the Discord. Here it is. Yeah, so this is what we got back with her. So her ashes are in the tube, and they also gave us a little vial of her fur and a paw print of her and some wildflower seeds. So she's back home with me now. She's behind me. She has a little shrine in the office. Well, yeah, absolutely Like, really fucking brutal. Just, she was there Monday, gone by Wednesday morning. Yeah. Awful. Really, it's like literally one of the worst days of my life, having to do that. Just like so out of the blue as well. It's not like I've managed to kind of like, you know, pick myself up for it over a few days. Or a few weeks. Yeah, it's just sort of like out of nowhere. Now your dog is gone, so. But for all you guys who left me so many, like, really kind comments across Discord and YouTube, thank you very much. Like, it was very sort of soothing to have such a loving community to just sort of, you know, read all those kind words. There's a lot you guys cared for her as well, of course. She was a little icon of the channel. With the little Coco cams and stuff, so I know you guys cared for us as much as I did, some of you. So thank you for that as well. I'll be forever appreciative of that. Sweet. I think I'll get some benches under these. So people can sit. And covers. Do the campus bench. I'm filling up myself. I'm so sorry, mate. Thank you, Ian. Yeah, I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. It's it is shit. It's not the first dog I've lost. Like, it is a very unique pain having to bury a pet. It's yeah, it's not nice. But it was the right time for her to go. Like, she was obviously about to start suffering a lot with liver cancer, as it just like burnt through her like fire. So I was like, yeah, this is the time. But she went really nicely though. The vets here offer a service to do it in a field out the back of the building, rather than in like a cold, sterile medical room. So we were sat under kind of like the shade of this big oak tree out in a field. In the heat wave a couple of weeks ago, and she just fell asleep in my arms basically. So she kind of, you know, there was no fuss or like reluctance to go into the vets. She just lay in a field and went to sleep basically. So that was a brief comfort, I suppose you could possibly describe it as. Yeah, but thank you for everyone and all the messages in the chat as well. Sorry, I could, as best you can be. Thank you, Jet Swift. Always loved hearing a Coco shake in the background. Yeah, as did I. As did I. We've had time to reminisce. Yeah, I have. Yeah, we've thankfully, you know, she's a dog that I've had in the golden age video of her. Across the. I mean, she even has her own video on the channel. You know, she's. The Coco birthday special was done for 35,000 subs. And, you know, there's thousands of pictures and videos of it that we've taken over the years, so it's very easy to kind of look back on her little life, which I'm very thankful for, really. We didn't really have that with our Labrador because smartphones weren't super popular when we had him. So there's not tons of videos of him, you know. Okay. Get some bins down here. Can you remember what that shed was called we found last stream? Didn't we discover a new shed? I used it, didn't I, in the distribution centre? Yeah, this little thing. What's it from? It's not highlighted in the menu, has it? Is it this one? Carport is what it's called, isn't it? Yeah, carport, not a shed. Okay, let's remember that one. And then maybe thinking there's a bit of a place as to where they might keep sports equipment, maybe, or the gardener. Okay, why is this so small? That's not a building, is it? What is that? What? Dormer for the roof. Oh, okay, right, yeah. They're just dormers. Yeah, just a little shed space. I'd love some well-trodden path up to that, actually. I'd rather not waste a node if we can help it. I'll just do that. Change up the texture a bit. My goodness, it's beautiful though. Yeah, it's really sweet. What they sent us back. I didn't even ask or pay for that either. I just said like, can I have a back in a scatter tube, please? I didn't ask for the card or the paw print or the little vial of fur that they sent to us. Yeah, they just did it, which was like really sweet of them. I should leave them a review actually, because it was very nice of them to kind of, you know, put that sort of stuff together for me. Very nice. Very nice. Hey, does it? Welcome in. She'll always be with you as long as you live here. The forever home is in your heart. Absolutely, Rune. Absolutely. It's nice to have her last minutes outside of people she loves. Yeah, it was. It was. I was so grateful for that over, you know, sterile vet room that just smells like antiseptic, and you can just hear the pacing of nervous dogs in the other room. I was like, I don't want that. Put her in that. So, because we did look at because they offer like a call out fee as well, so they can come to your home. But it was like 120 quid, and I was like, I don't really know how I feel about putting her to sleep in the house. So yeah, I was really grateful for being able to do it, you know. I suppose at a nice setting, for lack of a better phrase. Yeah, but we'll be back into more consistent streaming now anyway. I've just been taking some time to grieve the last few weeks, so we've not been streaming as much, but that'll be different going forward now. Let's give some little maintenance boxes here for the part maintenance workers. Well, this is probably the part maintenance drug deal spot, isn't it, given what the workers have been doing. This is where it all goes down. Maybe they've got some spools of wire in case they ever need to replace the nets on the baseball things, pictures. Just a little touch of personality for the part. Doesn't have to be anything major. Special memories indeed, Ian. Yeah, special memories indeed. Yeah, something like that does a lot, doesn't it, you know? Little park maintenance outpost, almost. Nice that the vets have done that, yeah. Yeah, it was, hugely appreciated from them, yeah. Take as much time as you need there, please. I appreciate that, Flopsy, but unfortunately, the YouTube algorithm won't wait. You know, I can't stop. Like, I took basically 2 weeks away from recording, besides coming back to finish that episode of Yoakley where we did the tribute to Coco. But basically there was a week on the channel without a video, like a full 7-day gap, and ad revenue fell by about £400. So like, I can't afford to take endless time off. So like, it's fine now. Like, I wouldn't have been able to talk to you about it this time 2 weeks ago, but you know, it's time is a healer, isn't it? It will heal with time. And if anything, YouTube's been a really nice kind of distraction from it, you know. It's like if I sit around the house and just like look at the places where she used to lie, and they like see like some of her stuff that's still here, then I'll just sit and get sad about it. But if I'm sat recording, I can sort of just be distracted for a little bit, you know. It's been extra weird because I lived alone with her. Like, the house is very quiet, which has been the weirdest thing to get to used to. But yeah, time heals, doesn't it? It is the greatest healer after all. But thank you anyway to all of you for just being essentially beautiful human beings with fantastic character, really. The family was very touched as well by how much love she got on the posts. Oh yeah, you're right, Lammy. I've fucked up the hedges again. Oh, you'll have to deal with it, mate. I'm not taking them out again. I've just finished. Yes, I forgot to join them, didn't I? It's fine. It's where the landscaper has just pruned them a bit too much. It's all right. Okay, that's quite a nice compliment, I think, to the baseball configuration. And then I wanted to add fencing, didn't I? There was a fence path sort of entrance thing, wasn't there, with a gate so vehicles could gain access to the track and field. Which... it's more kind of this gate, wasn't it? If I search for a propless pathway. Bear with me here, I'm just going to try something. It sort of looks like it, doesn't it, a bit? Then I stretch you to 150. 200. So the path widens out. Almost like it is that vehicle track. The track and field in Phoenix is a little bit closer to the road. But here I can sort of pretend that it's like the track, really. So we'll grab the gate. I might try and use this one. Would it fit on this? Right, that's a bit narrow, isn't it? Yeah, let's do that one. We'll just stick with chain link. It's the Phoenix faithful, isn't it? It just worked. It just worked. Being able to say goodbye is powerful stuff. It is, Mr. Skinny. It is. And it's something a lot of people don't get as well. If they slip away in an accident, God forbid, or you know, some other reasoning. So yeah, there are things to be grateful for as you say goodbye to a pet, I think, aren't there? The fence does go around the whole campus, but I think I'm just going to fence the track and field off so people can only gain access via the appropriate entrances, such as another one over here. Like that. Okay. So my days were here. I've got 2 final spaces to fill in here, just in front of the stadium by the road. And then the big square there as well. Let us know what you think we should put in. The hedges were done by dodgy maintenance. Well, they can be done by those drug-dealing landscapers that keep visiting the campus in today's episode. I'll do that. That can be fine. That can be the new law for San Coco. You should create an annual city showcase named after her. Well, this city is named after her, isn't it? So if anything, this little mile grid project that we've been working on for a few months now will be the city named after her. Which I really like. I love that. Just going to extend this metro down where you guys are giving me ideas for that final corner. Just so we know where networks are going, so nothing gets forgotten. There's nothing really established over here yet. Do we set up underground? Just one. Yeah, we'll develop that another time. We could also do a bus route over here as well. The buses are going mad around here, aren't they? Quite busy. Well, if you need more distractions, I may spend all day Saturday in the Discord playing Stardew Valley. I'm busy Saturday day, but I might be around in the evening. I'm actually seeing Orla, you know, my friend's golden retriever. Yeah, I'm seeing Orla on Saturday, who has now become my therapy golden retriever, because I just love being around Orla. She's, well, it's like the whole golden retriever energy thing, isn't it? Golden retrievers are just a vibe unto their own. Yeah, I get to hang out with Orla on Saturday. But I'll possibly be around the Discord after that for sure. I'm just going to send a bus line around the suburb here. I even... No, I'll send it through. So it can stop by the school. Up here again by the... I might actually send it back on the one-way system here. And it can stop outside the stadium as well. And then mirror as it returns. Sweet. Just a bit of local transit in this area. Orla? Yes, Orla is my friend's golden retriever. There would have been posts, I think, wouldn't there? In the Discord of Orla? Oh yes, here you go. Here's a picture of Coco and Orla. Perfect. Exactly what I wanted. Yeah, my friend's golden retriever. This is Orla. Yeah. She's gorgeous. She's only like, I think she's 3 now. But when she came round, Coco was not happy. She came, little fuzzy brown head came and sat on my knee. She's like, "Why is this massive golden dog in my house? Get her out. Get her out of my house immediately." Quite hilarious actually, because Coco really hated Paula. Like, she was a bouncy golden puppy and Coco was like, "I'm just trying to sniff. Get out of my face." But it's fun. All of it's very cute. When's the next video for Ilium Egg? Ilium's every Monday, Ian. It only lapsed because of Coco. I didn't prepare an early access episode for this week. But it will be back Monday. And then back as you normally expect it every Monday after that. Egg, by any chance are you friends with my sister in Boston? I don't know anyone in Boston, so I'll say no. She might be friends with me though. She might be a subscriber. She might be part of Overcharged Egg and Friends, if you will. Something commercial, transportation maybe? Yeah. We could do with some commercial. It's all residential and education here, isn't it? Do we want to consider a more tasteful unit building? Something from shopping malls, maybe? Oh, the supermarket nearly sits and fits. Yeah, it won't now. It's too big. We could do the strip mall, which I think sits quite nicely against all this parallel layer action going on, doesn't it? We'll put school buses there. We'll tell you what we'll do is we'll find all those buses that we just set up and you can become the school bus. So then we've got the visual school buses moving through here. Let me do this road. We'll set this up so we're here. And then we'll double the commercial space up. At least then the car parks here might actually get a bit more use. It's just like a small row of local shops. I might download a couple of kind of like Target and Walmart assets as well for this build. So we can do some like massive big box stuff. Yeah, I'm happy with that there. I think I'll leave this space to just be desert. Let's also add that overgrown pallet through here as well. And then at the front, I almost wonder if there's like anarchy the road into the asset. Kind of like that. Is there a fusing we can do? Maybe like shopping malls to give the frontage of the stadium like a shop front. And that's a little bit old school. Yeah, it's not the right vibe. I think shopping malls is the best one. Yeah, that one. We'll create a school bus yard. That might be a really nice idea for here, actually. Do we have the school bus prop? Oh, yes, we do. Yeah, we'll do that as well. 100%. Once I'm done fusing my commercial to the front of the stadium. Oh, it's really warm now. Let me open my window a little bit. The sun has just come around to the back of the house, so it's like the back end of the house has just started to get pretty nasty now. Although that breeze is helping a little bit. Oh, these are coming out the back of the stadium. No, we can't use this. They're too tall. Okay, well maybe I'll scrap that idea then. And we'll just go with school bus depot. So I'll include an actual bus depot. And then we'll just make this kind of access via the stadium road. And then it is essentially included within the campus then, isn't it? Oh, hello people. Is there a match day? I really don't like how you were walking down the middle of the cupboard. That's so dangerous. I could turn them into highway roads to stop them doing that. Maybe another tram stop here as well. I guess it's stopping there, isn't it? Which no one can actually use because there's no path connection. Let me just do that. There we go. Every section but that one. One directional there. And we could carry on doing this little turn lane node control trick down each exit as well if we wanted to. But then they can't walk here entirely, can they? So we'll have to provide them a pathway. Yeah, I don't like that. I do want them to be able to walk down the street. I just don't want them in the middle of the corporate system. It's like the most stupidest place for them to walk. Let's just cross the road here. Walk this side. It's fine. I'm not going to get stuck on it. Walking past over top. Yeah, it's not a bad idea. Might do it a little bit further down the road, actually. Let's grab those concretes so we can map out our school bus area. Leave a little bit of a sand barrier between the road and the bus depot. We'll save those bushes there on the back. Factor them into the detailing. Can we push that away? Yeah, there we go. We'll carry on with the chain link fence, I think, of course. Enjoy the rest of the stream all. Can't wait to see what happens. What else did Pat Maidens get up to? Yeah, see you later, Skinny. Thank you for hanging out, mate. Nice to see you. Sweet. And then we'll do School bus. And 3 meters, is that acceptable? Have to be a skinny bus driver to get in between those gaps. We'll go a little bit wider than that, I think. Let's do 5, maybe. Hey, 994, welcome to the stream. And then I'll unplace the remaining ones. I also know should be right to line tool here. Yeah. So what a difference just access to vehicle props can do for the game as well, right? Same thing with like your fire stations as well, like expanding out with parked service vehicles is a really nice aesthetic, I think, for the city, isn't it? That was a great idea. Whoever suggested the school bus depot, that's a really nice compliment to a super awkward little corner. It's quite nice with that, isn't it? Especially in orbit of the track and field. Yeah, let's have a look at that walking overpass. These are all coming out of the metro, aren't they? Yes, you are. So, could feed a pathway this side. There's a path here, isn't there? Wait, is there a pathway there? No, there's not. They're all just walking across it. I guess it's because the station's actually sat on this road, isn't it? That's why that's happening. Okay, that's fine though. I'll put the crossing. That's not even sure where I want to put it. Over from here, but then I don't know where I bring it down. I don't really have a lot of room for it. Especially with the palm lining. I'll try and make it work. Let's come in for a little elevation. And we'll do 6 meters. I'll amend any colliding trees in a second here. You just come back to Earth. I'll decide how you connect in a moment. And then you will also do the same, but come pretty much back to where the metro station is. There. And I'll keep it running down this side as well, just so we've got the symmetry. It will give us more layers in and around all these networks that are happening here. I might just move this pathway over a touch right now. There we go. And then I'll create a bit of a landing area here where the paths are converging. Bring it in near that node. There we go. That's what we want to see. Are you Metro people using this? You should be. Yeah, you see that? Guy just took the path to get to the metro. Perfect. And we'll wait for a train to arrive. Problem solved? Looks like it. For the most part. I'm not walking down this bit anymore anyway. Okay, I'll go with that. I'm again surprised at the revival versus Cities 2. I don't know what you mean, Cyan. Are you saying you're surprised at the revival of CS2? Change this path to non-tree lined here too. There we go. Alright. I think I'm happier with that. Give us another nice little layer in this little district here. Sweet. I think that's filled out that next frame rather than nicely, wasn't it? Which really gives us kind of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and a bit fully complete grids so far. It's already quite a big city, isn't it? This whole project. Hey JK, how much did I miss? Pretty much all of it. We're about to end their stream there, I think. We've just finished this block here. This gives us 2.5 hours. And I'm going to go back and finish off Ilium for Monday. Just catching streams of Cities 1. What is there more CS1 streams, is there? I know Joy streams, but I've not seen many others, to be fair. My uncle was a bus driver. He was not skinny, nor were people he worked with. Maybe it's a regional thing. I think it's more of an occupational thing, isn't it? My dad used to be a driving instructor. And is actually currently a HGV driver now. But the super, sedentary jobs. So it's very easy to sit still all day and not be in a calorie deficit. With people that just sit and drive. Driving instructors, truck drivers, bus drivers, etc. It's a curse of the profession, I think. Unfortunately. Yeah, well, anyway, to mention my dad, he used to be a driving instructor, and when he did, he put on a shitload of weight, and then he went back to being a fitter. So, much more manual labour, and it all just disappeared off him again. So, I think it's profession related. I'm sure regionality does play into it at some point. But it's very easy to smash a couple of Gregs a day when you're out and about on the road, isn't it? Very easy indeed. Cool. Last little bit of overgrowth there. What's that? Otherwise, that's another suburb done, everyone. I hope you managed to find some inspiration from that. I think certainly the find of the stream was the carports on the roads. That's really fun. And then some nice little flowing campus ideas, again, taken from Phoenix. It's so easy to convert Google Earth inspiration into a cities build. Just a little sprawling, well, it's not little, it's actually quite a massive high school campus here. And that all spawned from the idea of, well, I place the track and field here, so what goes next to a track and field? You can have quite a lot of fun, I think, with suburbia just by taking those concepts. One asset can generate an entire district here. So, happy days, everyone. Happy days. Hey, I'm sorry, late. What's happening? The end of the stream is happening now, Wolfo. About 2.5 hours late. Where have you been? Where have you been, Bedwolf? Talori messaged me earlier as well. So hopefully you'll have some merch designs soon for you guys. Which will be very exciting. Oh, David with the super chat for you. £10. Thank you so much, David. It's really kind of you, mate. Really appreciate that. Thanks for the stream. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. But yeah, thank you for hanging out, guys. And again, just to touch on Coco while we talked about it earlier, just all the messages. This is the first time I spoke to you guys since, and all the comments in the Discord, like really, really heartfelt, really touched me. So thank you for being actual beautiful human beings with fantastic character. And I hope you did manage to find some inspiration from today's stream. A lot of fun. Don't forget to check out the new CS2 series if you haven't already. Yeah, a lot of fun with the new modded build happening over there. Actually, I might actually even chuck the link to that in the live chat. And if all 90 odd of you could rush over there, it will trick the algorithm into thinking it's receiving organic traffic. So yeah, go drop me a like and a comment on the new CS2 series. Always helps it bubble well in the algorithm. There is a city showcase, I think, out tomorrow on Friday. And then Ilium will return back to its normal weekly early access release schedule from next Monday. Well, this coming Monday, rather. Or back to normal in terms of the upload schedule. So yeah, a lot of fun. Brassack, thank you for modding for me. Not that anyone actually needs modding these days. Kerry, EMB, Ian, Bad Wolf, for somewhat very briefly. Kristen, Lammy, Sin, Rue, Spades, JK, Paddle, CPS, thank you for hanging out with me, everyone. Especially during a heatwave, I appreciate you all. But yeah, leave me a like and a comment on the VOD afterwards as well. And I'll see you in the next one. As always, And no miss as well. See you later, no miss, Dush. Yep, see you later, guys. Enjoy the rest of your day.